Welcome back to the Noble Forms video tutorial series. Hi, I'm Richard Noble, the founder of Noble Forms, and I'm going to show you today how to create a trust certification. These videos are designed to show you how to create the documents needed for a trust plan for a hypothetical client, John and Jane Jones. And this video in particular will show you how to create the trust certification. The trust certification provides key information for a financial institution and is used when setting up an account owned by the trust. Once the document is produced, the certification is inserted in the 3-ring binder in tab 4. To produce the certification of trust, the first step is to go to the Estate Plan app, which is showing on your screen right now. Then go ahead and click Review or Update. Scroll down to Documents, open the documents, uncheck any documents you don't want to produce, and check Certification of Trust. Let's take a look at the questions that are asked here. Most of these topics are already answered. This is going to be a trust documents for John and Jane. It's a joint trust being created. It's a new trust. It's got the name of the trust. And then you've got client information, other important people. This is all information that has already been entered, disinherited people. Trustee designations, let's check that. So we have the current trustees, John A. Jones and Jane A. Jones, and the successors. That's correct. Now, this is something new, trust tax ID information. And here you would pick, this trust doesn't have an EIN, and we could use Jane's Social Security, but we're going to use the husband's, John. Look at the execution. This would be the date all the documents are being produced. Looks correct. All you have to do now is just click Create Documents. If you wanted to go back later, you could, of course, hit Finish later and come back. But we think we have everything that we need to create the document. So let's go ahead and create the doc. And now you see under Estate Plan app, here's the document that we're creating. To save the document, let's go ahead and click on Certification of Trust and save it in the location where you're saving the documents for this client. This one's already been saved once by me, so it wants to know if I want to just overwrite it, and I do, so I'm going to say yes. And then you can go and look at you can either go back to your file manager and find where you saved it, or most browsers allow you to look at the downloads. So you open the downloads, and then the document is produced. And a good practice is if I don't see the navigation pane here. It opened without the navigation pane. So I want to click View and check Navigation pane. And then up in the search bar up there, type a bracket. And this is good news, there are no matches. If there were a match, it would be because I had failed to answer one of the questions, and the name of the variable would have been inserted in the document with a bracket on either side of it. So this would alert me to the fact that somehow the document wasn't accurate. And so this is just a typical certification. So at this point, what you'd want to do is print the certification and insert it in the 3-ring binder behind tab 4. That's all I have to say about the certification. If you have any questions about the certification, please feel free to contact me either by email or by phone. I'd be glad to talk with you about any questions you might have about the trust certification.